As part of efforts to fight terrorism in the country, the government has carried out a thorough scrutiny on operations of non-government organizations and found over 510 NGOs on the wrong side of the law. As a result, 15 NGOs have been registered for allegedly being used to transfer money from donors to terrorist groups in Kenya and in the Horn of Africa. 510 other NGOs have been found guilty of not complying with the law by failing to file annual returns with the government, a violation that will see their bank accounts frozen and their assets repossessed by the government.
To this end, the board has deregistered in excess of 510 NGOs, and we have frozen their bank accounts immediately, and we are now in the process of repossessing their assets with a view of redistributing the same to other NGOs pursuing similar charitable objectives. If you look at the files here, these are a number of cases where very big NGOs have staff who work in Kenya without work permit. So the board has, with immediate effect as well, revoked all work permits obtained by expatriates working in the charitable sector, contrary to Section 17 of the NGO Coordination Act. Announcing the tough measures, newly appointed NGO's Coordination Board Executive Director Fazul Mohammed said the board will be setting up an online database for all NGOs in 3 months that will be linked to the Central Bank and the Kenya Revenue Authority, which will be used to monitor movement of monies in the NGOs. The NGO's Coordination Board has further given NGOs in Kenya a 21-day ultimatum to ensure they have filed their audited accounts with the government or face similar consequences and prosecution. We issued a notice last week to all NGOs, both local and international, to file audit returns to the board, failure to which we will proceed and deregister such organizations, freeze the accounts, repossess the assets, and will institute criminal prosecution. The tough-talking executive director also issued a warning to donors to enhance due diligence on how their money was being used. The government has linked some NGOs with the increased terrorism activities in the country. The anti-terror measures on NGOs come as pressure continues to intensify on the government to amend the Security Laws Amendment Bill, whose debate is set to be concluded on Thursday in the National Assembly.
It takes away the right to assemble, demonstrate, picket, and present petitions to public authorities. By giving the Cabinet Secretary power to decide where and when people can assemble, demonstrate, picket, and present petitions, trade union activity can now be neutralized, political activity can be controlled, and government will become dictatorial.
Kevin Washira, Channel 1 News.